Part selanjutnya yaitu prosesor. Di sini saya memakai prosesor generasi ketiga dari Intel yaitu i3-3220 dengan frekuensi dasar prosesor 3,3 GHz. Spesifikasi dari prosesor ini yaitu 2 core 4 thread, support hingga 32 GB RAM DDR3 dengan kecepatan 1333 MHz hingga 1600 MHz. Untuk TDP-nya 55 watt. Bandwidth dari prosesor ini 25 GB per second. Untuk grafik, prosesor ini support dengan Intel HD Graphic 2500. Untuk frekuensi dasar grafiknya 650 MHz dan maksimal 1 GHz. Jadi kesimpulannya, untuk prosesor ini bisa digunakan bermain game tanpa VGA card untuk game-game seperti Point Blank, Counter Strike, ataupun PES 2017 dengan settingan low. Part selanjutnya yaitu RAM. Di sini saya memakai RAM dari brand Patrice Dual Channel 4 GB dengan kapasitas per kepingnya 2 GB. RAM ini memiliki kecepatan 1333 MHz. Part selanjutnya yaitu harddisk. Di sini saya memakai harddisk dari brand WD Blue tipe SATA ukuran 3,5 inci dengan kapasitas 500 GB, dan untuk kecepatan dari harddisk ini yaitu 7200 rpm. Part selanjutnya yaitu kabel SATA. Di sini saya memakai kabel SATA clip dengan kecepatan transfer data 6 GB per second. Part selanjutnya yaitu power supply. Di sini saya memakai power supply copotan dari casing Simbada dengan kapasitas 380 watt. Part selanjutnya yaitu VGA card. Di sini saya memakai VGA card dari brand AMD Radeon Hd6570 1 GB Ddr3 128 bit menggunakan PCIe X16 2.0. Bandwidth dari VGA card ini 16 GB per second. GPU clocknya 650 MHz, memory clock 500 MHz. Support dengan DirectX 11, OpenGL 4.4, OpenCL 1.2. Untuk konsumsi daya 44 watt dan cukup menggunakan PSU 200 watt. Untuk outputnya terdiri dari 1 kali DVI, 1 kali HDMI, 1 kali VGA.
And here we have Paris Saint-Germain against Manchester United. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, it's great to be here.
We're underway. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I feel I've got to mention David De Gea, one of the best goalkeepers in the world. Iker Casillas himself has tipped him to be his long-term successor, and that's heady praise indeed.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Now it's Cavani, he's through the middle. Well, that's a foul, free kick's been given. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Marquinhos, Wijnaldum. Now here's the through ball. They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Messi passes it through. Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Tries a long pass towards the front. Now can he finish? Marquinhos pumps it upfield. Tries a through ball. Now it's Messi. There's no flag. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, he can't be happy missing that after being put clean through. That's about as good a chance as you can get.
Fence has got rid of that. And the finish! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The breakthrough strike. What about that, Jim Beglin?
It's rarely a problem.
Down there! All right, everybody pays attention. No one gets hurt. Go! Open the door! They'll get worse than hurt! Hey! Hey! Ah! Come on! Oh, finally! Don't do anything! Let's go! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Come on! In the back! Hands behind your back!
Oh, come on, mister. We're giving you everything you want.
Don't even think about it!
I'll do it, I'll do it. Oh, God.
Get in there!
Sit tight! I'll handle the blasting!
Don't blow yourself up! Listen up!
What's he
Em,
doing?
get these assholes in the closet!
Leave us alone. We didn't do shit to you.
I said the closet! Get them in there! Come on! In the back! Come on! Hurry!
All set! Phone it in!
I'm calling it! We gonna do this?
All right, we gonna do this?
Show me the money! Slow and steady, T. Slow and steady.
Oh! There it is!
Oh, there's enough here for us all to enjoy.
Depends on how you look at it.
We're done here, let's go!